Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Welcome on in. Whenever time you guys actually get to this content, I want you guys to share this content, so to speak. I also want you guys to give the content a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't. Okay. We're also going to be talking about a few of those things that I shared in that title there. So I want you guys to sit down, grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab a snack, whatever you're going to grab, so we could get into content right away, so to speak. So I'll give you some time to do so while I gather all my topics together and we could get on to this content. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and hoping that at the end of the day, when you get to this content, it's when you have some time for yourself to chillax and relax. Remember, it's always good to have peace within your life. And remember, health is wealth, and always take care of your health and eat healthy. Not only that, always remember to save for the rainy day. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Walking, riding, driving, hopping, skipping, whatever you end up, buck up, ran in to this content, just big up yourself, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, evening, and in the nighttime. So I'll give you some time to let's get ourselves together. Okay? And that's what's happening. So hopefully you guys enjoy this content, so to speak, one more time. Okay? Hi guys, back again with our content. We have our content. Have you ever heard the phrase whappy kill Fillip? Fill up phrase? We're gonna get into that, okay? It also stems from a murder, and every day we're saying some kind of phrase. Every day we're doing some kind of hand gestures and all of that. We also want to revisit Peter Spencer. We also want to talk about the situation with Marcia Campbell. We also want to talk about Rosalee and Derrick. And we also want to get in something about animals, okay? So let's get into this content. Let's get into this topic and all of that. I'm your host of the most. So thank you for tuning in. So let's do our content and let's get to our first topic, because that has to do with a little bit of reading, and I'm going to read for the best of my ability. So now we're going to talk about that whappy kill Fillip, not Philip, Fillip, F-I-L-U-P phrase. Like I said, every day we're out here doing hand gestures. Every day we're out here saying all kind of phrases. We don't know the meaning. Sometimes the meaning could be sinister. Sometimes the meaning could be fun and joke to you, but a harm and death to someone else. So let's get into the content. I am going to read from the best of my ability. I'm going to get into the content and see if the next time you're going to use this phrase, or if you haven't used this phrase, then go check out the meaning of it. If you have been using this phrase, then maybe possible you're going to stop using it. So let's get to it, the content, so to speak. All right. So whappy kill Fillip phrase. Okay, guys. Was there a man named Whappy who Was there a man named Whappy who they claim that killed Philip? Some people say it's Philip as in Philip, but it's Phillip. Okay, so let's get into the content. I'm gonna read to the best of my ability. All right. Was there a man named Whappy who killed a man named Phillip? Well, half and half. There was a Whappy, but there was no Phillip. The phrase was born out of celebrated murder case in Jamaica on June 11th, 1951. A birded handcart man, Aston Whappy King Jolly, a known criminal who had spent time in prison for stabbing a policeman, who was also a pimp, a known woman beater, punched, okay? A known woman beater. So whether he punched them, kicked them, slapped them, what have you, right? Pounced upon two young lovers along the Palisades Road. He robbed and murdered the young man, Sidney Garrell, a 19-year-old student of St. George College, by bludgeoning and then stabbing him. So this boy that he killed was 19 years old from St. George's College, okay? The young woman BU was sexually assaulted, battered, left for dead. She managed to escape and stumble out into the Palisades Road. She was a key witness in his trial and was brought to court in a wheelchair where she testified against him. He was sentenced to hang. Jolly was from Dongle, then called Bakawal, and later Tivoli Gardens, who was linked to several other crimes. He was initially apprehended because of his girlfriend Ruby, who was tired of his abuse and tired of his washing his bloody clothing, led to the police to him. Aston Whappy King Jolly was sentenced on November 12, 1951, and hanged at the St. Catherine District Prison April 4th, 1952. That back then, I guess, in the Caribbean, they had hanging then, which they don't have hanging now, right? A Gleaner headline at the time of his sentences was "The victim died from Whappy King Phillip." The word Phillip has three meanings: a sharp, sudden stimulus, e.g., a financial injection into failing business; a sharp, sudden blow, or C, the sudden movement and sound made when you join your middle finger and thumb and make a whip snap movement and sound, like Lupita Nyong'o does in the movie The Queen of Ketwe. Better yet, what every Jamaican child did while saying he, now Spanish Town, when someone was in trouble. Over the years, the permutations of the phrase moved from Whappy King Phillip and eventually became Whappy Kill Phillip, meaning something which happened a long time ago. In the same way, when we are saying something is rising, like in the folk song Hog in a Mikoko, which says June and July is a rising hard time, it stems from the vicious and terrible crimes committed by Ivanhoe Rising Martin in the 40s. This character was immortalized, the character Rising, played by Jimmy Cliff in the movie The Harder They Come, written by Perry Hensel. Yep, that is my wonderful and colorful. Okay, so that's the story behind Whappy Kill Phillip, you all. So at the end of the day, if you didn't understand that phrase and you've been saying that phrase for a while now you know it's not a good phrase to even discuss and say, because now you realize that the phrase stemmed from a murder and also a situation where the guy was a pimp and all of those kind of things. So we gotta be mindful of all of those things that we're out here shouting and paraphrasing and giving power to, because we know what it stem from, and at times we don't do our research. We just hear a phrase and we just say it. Like now somebody has said shit on a plate, everybody's run with shit in a plate, so to speak. So I'm going to give you guys a break to get to our next content on our next topic that will be about Peter Spencer. So I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I'm going to just give you guys a break, and I'm just going to give you guys some songs, yes, and give you a break. My life into my job and I know me drama. She manipulate my love. I know and I know that careful. That the baba cry, my don't cry, Hey guys, so let's bring us back all the way to our next topic. That would be Peter Spencer. I don't know if you guys heard about this story where this guy had a co-worker. Peter Spencer was from Jamaica. Peter Spencer wasn't an idlers. Peter Spencer wasn't really a cowboy lifestyle mentality. Peter Spencer was basically a hardworking guy. He worked at another job and then decided he'd do a little hustle by cooking and stuff like that, and invited people over his home. Well, I believe this co-worker invited him to go to some kind of camping grounds where it was owned by his white peer. He was the only black person went to that cabin that day. And if I'm not mistaken, when I launch the story, when I land the story, when I make you hear the story, then we will figure it out if it was a 4 other white person and him only black person, 5 in total. Not only that, Peter Spencer was shot several times. He was the only one that was shot. We get to understand he was shot in his mouth, he was shot in his buttocks, and about 5 other shot in his chest. Nothing came out of this case. Everybody protests for George Floyd, but not too much protest and not too much earplay when it came to Peter Spencer. So we want to revisit this. This happened 2 years ago, but because it's been low down, we haven't heard anything. His anniversary is coming up of his murder coming up sooner or later, so I decided to air it to you all. So let's get to the story, get to the backstory of who was Peter Spencer, so to speak. Okay, right here and right now. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, he was a humble young man, working, okay, new in America and all of that, and you're gonna also hear from his family. Let's get into there, quick and fast.
Shooting death investigation that's captured international attention and prompted protests of outrage from black leaders in Pittsburgh concerned it may have been a racially motivated killing.
Well, tonight, for the very first time, Action News investigates take you to the place where Jamaican immigrant Peter Spencer was shot 9 times until he stopped breathing. But this story
9 times. See, guys, I interject. I said 7. Oh my God, 9 times, and he was the only one was full riddled with bullets. So my mistake. See, this is why it's always good to have your receipts, folks. You understand? So I thought it was 7, or remembered it was 7. My calculation wrong now. 9 shots. Can we back it up, please, and thanks? Shall we?
It is a shooting death investigation that's captured international attention and prompted protests of outrage from black leaders in Pittsburgh concerned it may have been a racially motivated killing.
Well, tonight, for the very first time, Action News investigates will take you to the place where Jamaican immigrant Peter Spencer was shot 9 times until he stopped breathing. But this story wasn't easy. Investigative reporter Paul Van Osdal had to track down property assessment records in order to even find the remote hunting cabin just along I-80, along the Allegheny River Trail, where Spencer was gunned down in the presence of 4 white men.
It is a case
you see, guys, now you hear?
Resulted in even 1 arrest, now 6 weeks after it happened. Here's Paul's report from Venango County.
In this idyllic setting right on the Allegheny River and just off of a bike trail is the hunting camp where police say Peter Spencer was shot to death. Authorities say his body was found in the front yard with multiple gunshot wounds. Family members say Peter Spencer was invited to the camp by a friend who he met at a previous job. A Spencer family attorney says he's not surprised that Peter would have accepted an invitation, even though family members say he was the only black man at the camp.
Do you hear that?
An outdoorsman, and he loved nature. He loved being in nature. He loved being among the animals in nature. So this is something that he would regularly do. It's exactly why he would have been out there.
But Spencer's trip became anything but a peaceful retreat. Police say they found multiple guns and drugs at the scene.
Because
Police
killers
detained
don't
and
just
questioned
bury
four
him, no
people,
sweat.
including a 25-year-old white man they called a suspect. But all four were released from custody. No charges have been filed. Action News Investigates has learned there could be video of his shooting. A sign on the front door says, "You're on camera, look up," referring to a surveillance camera in the second floor window. Now, it's possible that any video from that camera could be very useful to police, especially considering the fact that Spencer's body was found shot to death in the front yard.
So there is actually a camera.
Action News Investigates showed family attorney Paul Jubas images of the camera and sign. If there's video, could it show the actual homicide?
Sure, you know, it could potentially show everything. This just adds another layer of mystery onto why law enforcement is handling this investigation in such a shadowy way.
The district attorney would not say if there is any video of the shooting. Also mysterious, this sign on the door of an adjacent garage saying, "We don't call 911." Alongside an image of a gun. If no one called 911 immediately after this shooting, could there be criminal liability there?
There absolutely. You know, this crime scene is dripping with criminal liability.
Again, though, police have not filed any criminal charges in the case. Property records show the hunting camp is owned by the family of Nathan Meyer. Spencer's family says Meyer is the friend who invited Peter Spencer to the camp. Action News Investigates went to Meyer's family home in Mercer and spoke briefly with his grandmother. She declined to do an interview, but said she would give our contact information to Nathan. He never responded. The district attorney here in Venango County tells me he cannot release any further information about the case until he has final autopsy results, and that could take several weeks. Reporting from outside Emlenton in Venango County.
So did you guys hear that, people? Did you hear what happened to that man? He was new in the country, a Jamaican immigrant, shot down like dog. He was the only black guy there. So basically 6. Think about it, you all. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, people? And this one didn't get too much airplay. And until now, his family demand answers. So we're going to get to that, okay?
Now to a story sparking outrage. 29-year-old Peter Bernardo Spencer, a Jamaican immigrant, was found fatally shot in the front lawn of a rural Pennsylvania cabin on December 12th, just hours after he was allegedly invited to the cabin by a white co-worker. Authorities say that Spencer was shot.
People, listen, after his girlfriend dropped him off, people, she's trying to text him and she couldn't get a hold of him. So as soon as he got there, he never slept that long. It wasn't in the morning. Soon after that, the man was dead, like it was planned. Like they brought him to the woods and hunt him like a dog. 9 bullets. Okay, continue.
9 times.
See?
And they're investigating his death as a homicide. There were allegedly 4 others at that cabin,
4 others
including
make
Spencer's
5.
co-worker, all of whom were white.
See?
Spencer's family says that 4 people were detained and questioned, but released after consultation with the county district attorney's office.
And the person who's not releasing the camera, 6.
And according to officials, now, more than 6 weeks later, there still have been no arrests.
And almost 2 years now. And almost 2 years now, people, no arrests. Okay? So that's why we're hearing this.
Charges. The district attorney's office told ABC News that it will not comment on the ongoing investigation, quote, out of concern for the impact that it may have on a case and any potential charges. And the Pennsylvania State Police also have not responded to ABC News' request for comment. And we're joined now by Conrad Spencer, Peter's father, and the family attorney, Paul Jubas. Mr. Spencer, first, let me say we're so very sorry for your loss, and we, of course, appreciate you both being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Mr. Spencer, well, I know.
So this is going to be about 5 minutes. So that's why I keep on saying this content is for everybody. Your grandma, where we're going to talk about some of these stories, or possibly your mom. Then we have to get to the black people and its finest, basically baga baga section, and all of these things in one. So everybody in your family except the children can tune into this. So brought you today, I'm gonna be snacking and some stuff. So brought you today as basically my favorite snack today is Ruffles. Okay, and I'm gonna be going in with some Gatorade, the yellow one. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna be snacking while I'm listening to this, while you're listening to this as well. Okay, tell me what's your favorite snack. Okie doke. All right, so let's continue, please and thanks.
Thank you again for being with us. And Mr. Spencer, while I understand that many questions remain, can you tell us, to the best of your knowledge, what happened the night your son died?
Listen.
To the best of my knowledge, I can't give an answer as to what happened that night.
You're here.
Other than the fact that his friend invited him and he went. And what I am told, that friend invited other friends. That's the best to our knowledge, other than the fact that police were called to the scene, I'm told, and they in turn call us, the family, and tell us what happened. But to know what happened on the scene of the night, we really don't know, and that's the answer that we need.
Right. And Mr. Jubas, you have said that you believe this was racially motivated. Is that still your belief?
It's entirely possible.
Wow.
Anytime you're dealing with a situation, drawn across racial boundaries, here in America, that's a definite possibility. But like Mr. Spencer just said, we haven't been told anything. We're in a situation where we're being forced to conduct our own investigation, into a situation.
And they had to do their private autopsy as well. Oh my.
Should have been open and closed.
And to both of you, if you want federal agencies to get involved in this investigation and for the case to also be referred to the Pennsylvania Attorney General, if those things were to happen, what exactly would change? And then do you think you might actually get the answers or perhaps justice you're looking for?
So it's our understanding that they are involved. And it doesn't change anything immediately. At least, it's on our understanding that with their involvement, there is another level of accountability. So to the extent that, it's not just the Venango County law enforcement that's handling this and the state police, there are federal agencies involved. But we still haven't received anything substantive, from any law enforcement agencies.
And Mr. Spencer, we want to know a little bit more about your son. He was about to be a father, right? What did his future look like before this happened?
Well, for the short time that I even became being invited with him, I was doing construction, and it was very fascinating. I can just remember the last job that we did. It was 2 days that we took and painted that whole house, and that brought in much more than some persons working in a 9 to 5 doing some other job. So it was perspective. The fact that he wanted to do his CDL and he got his permit and started his class, knowing that he is going after his CDL license, that was perspective. The fact that he wanted to do his restaurant and his aiming.
So I told you guys, so he do construction, painting and all of that. That's how he met that guy, the white guy. He doesn't know the other guys. That was one of his co-worker that invited him to his family cabin. Okay, with his other friends, and Spencer's the only black guy, end up dead, 9 bullets. 1 in his mouth, 1 in his buttocks, and the rest in his chest or his back or what have you. Okay, and not only that, he cooked on the side where that same white boy will come to that house and eat the food. Oh my.
That direction, helping his mom every Friday, spending his time and effort, that is perspective. The fact that he wants a family is more than perspective.
And to give you some insight into just how tragic the situation is, Peter, that morning, prior to being taken out to that location, he had just passed the 4th part of his CDO exam. He had one more exam to go.
See?
So, he
Jealousy.
extremely high spirits and had phone calls, with his mom and with Carmela, his fiance,
See?
about how excited he was about the future and how excited he was about passing this exam.
Well, thank you for sharing those memories with us, and we will, of course, stay on top of this investigation. Thank you both, Mr. Spencer and Paul Dubas. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Mama, can you die from a broken heart?
So you hear that, guys? So I had to drop that little song. What a broken heart the family has. Could you imagine? Imagine that your son leave Jamaica to find a better way out in the Big Apple. Working in construction, had one more exam to be finished, almost ready to be a dad because his fiancée was pregnant. Hustling on the side, cooking, working to get his restaurant, people. And he was shot down like a dog, like an animal, like a bear. In the cabin of one of his his co-worker. Family cabin, there's a camera. And until now, no answers. So I had to come and drop that for you guys and ask you guys if you guys haven't heard about the story. And if you guys heard about the story, how come we haven't really seen too much protest about this other than the little one that they had when it came to the one first of all, but the big one that they had for George Floyd, we didn't have that. So I'm going to give you guys a break so we could get to our next topic, please, and thanks. Okay, guys? So let's put you on a break and let's get to our next topic, so to speak, all right? Okay, guys, so bring us back to another thing. So let's talk about the minimum wage that has raised. Now, minimum wage has raised over here. And you know, if you're in a workplace, you're going to be getting a little raised. 40 cents they claim. Now, if minimum wages has raised and they cut back your hours at work, did you get a raise? If minimum wages have raised and you have to drive X, Y, and Z to work and spend so much in gas, did you really get a raise? If you get a raise and everything around you, every time you look, is different prices every day, with food prices going up and everything is going up, did we really get a raise? So like I said, people, find ways to minimize your spending and find ways how you can save money and find ways where you can make some extra cash, because it's rough out here. So bring us back to now. Let's get to actually black people and their finest topic, to be honest. Let's get to black people and their finest and their finest and their finest at their finest at their finest at their finest. And I keep on shouting out, right? At their finest, please and thanks. Okay?
Right up in here.
So we're getting to Marcia Campbell. So I say this. We noticed that Marcia Campbell have about one set of army people against her. Now we know Marcia come out and say the most at times, and she cuss and she care, which she's human. I'm assuming that if people cuss you and I say things about, call you all kind of names and all kind of things, I'm assuming that you either have the right to ignore or at time you have the right to defend yourself. And we understand that she cuss and she carry on and all of these things. Now, if you're by yourself and you have one and two people maybe in your content or in your page or your viewers will pick up for you, but most of the time when the shit hits the fan, you're by yourself, all kind of people pick upon you, all kind of people is dealing with you, all kind of people have nothing good to say about you. My question is, if every day somebody will come out here and say, Marcia poor, she in America for so long and don't have anything, she don't live nowhere, her son is this, and she hungry, and her clothes them no look nice, and her wig no nice, and she no have no man, and all of these things, then where do you find the energy or find the time again to bother the same person where you claim to really have nothing and they're basically a loser? Make that make sense for me. So that's just the only my thing. I'm just thinking that if you look at somebody beneath you and beneath your foot and beneath you that they're nobody, then why bother waste your time and pick on that person? What does that make you and how does that look to know that you pick on basically the pity and the poor, the person worse than you, the person who not uglier than you, the person who you're better than, you have better things. Make that make sense for me. But I guess on the internet is mixed up and bagga, and I guess a lot of times people use somebody back to climb on and rise on and make fun and all of that we do quite a lot in the black community, and it's disturbing and troubling. But at the end of the day, it's not my business. But they claim say Marcia went to a club. They claim alleged that she was being videotaped. She pointed up her hand in someone's face or some kind of sort. There was some kind of scuffle and then there was a big fight. And Marcia came out to say nothing like that, nothing like that. That's not what happened. So we just want to really hear what happened in that club that apparently we get to understand that the person who she fought with went to the police station and I guess nobody basically got locked up. So I just want to hear it from myself because I heard bits and pieces, but I ran into this, so I decided to get included in the content. Okay.
Roll up in here. Yes, roll up right up in here. Evidence to
Before you think 8 liters of cranberry juice is the...
1 second. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. So let me get to it quick off us. I want it to be bigger so I could press on it when I'm done. So it's just simple as that. Okay.
Whatsoever more than me step off my foot. No evidence. It's Ashanti 360 and I forgot put it on video camera. All you see is belly a show. Of course, me have my clothes last night and me have one all-in-one gurgle. Me should even wear it to make belly look extra big.
You're there.
Me put on a gurgle before, but me have one gurgle you jump in a all-in-one. I know when you have an all-in-one gurgle make your belly look extra round. Me see the one Ashanti over there show. You can't cost me nothing about my shoes. Dirty Ashanti, $200 for my boots, and I wear it until thy kingdom come. $200 for my Italian boots, straight out of Italy. And me not stop wear it. And it's perfect for wear with my dress. Because I think no girl in a club they have on a $200 boot on them foot. A style and fashion that. Nobody not have the boot in Hartford, Connecticut. Because everywhere me go, how would you like to know that you and somebody not talk or somebody come on social media come this you and harassing you and tell all a lie and you know her or you know what her intention is Ashanti 360 and I forgot put it on video camera. All you see is bell. When me I realize, me say, who that girl here? Cause me think I want to support her. But when me
We're not
look,
gonna really
cause
drag
she
it
looks
out,
so
right?
whole. Look like somebody are gain weight too. Come here say, who this? Me not even realize say she. So when me realize say she now, me step forward and me say, take the camera out of my face.
You there?
And she still have the camera up in my face.
We're missing something. Let's back it up right here. Look like we're missing something.
And I was home.
Right here.
And me said me I go out. And you know, me go pick up my boyfriend from work and me say, okay then. Me know some of to work. So me know say, me know him not get gone away. And so me say, all right, then me I go because me go out Saturday night. Me go wash off my finger burn me. Me go out Saturday night and me go a world talk something and me never really enjoy myself because I play Gaza music, them I play and all kind of synth music. So, you know enough for me type that. I don't know say me like going down to jam rock because me like how DJ them play them oldies music. So, me left out of the house and me go down there me reach down there about 12:08. I remember say the place is going to close at 1 o'clock. Me couldn't even walk in at the place good. Pay me $5 go in and go straight to the DJ booth and stand up. By me stand up there, 2 steps away, the girl have the camera.
I call those kind of party frowsy rub up. Anytime you have to go in a place where you have to pay $10, $20, $5 and those kind of money, look out for all walks of life to be there. I don't go to frowsy rub up. If it's not a concert or artist coming once in a while, when I go out and pay my big $100 or my big $80 or big $150 to go stand up in VIP section where it's more safe and proper, I ain't going. I don't bother with frowsy rub up, to be honest, because it's always some kind of problem there.
Video camera up in my face with light a shine right up in my face.
Wow.
Up have the camera right up in my face. When me look, cause me never recognize Sheena because she look like one old man for a young girl with a piece of old raggedy wig where she have on her head. When me I realize, me say, who that girl here? Cause me think I want to support her. But when me look, cause she looks so whole. Look like somebody are gain weight too. Come here say, who this? Me not even realize say she. So when me realize say she now, me step forward and me say, take the camera out of my face. And she still have the camera up in my face. And she chuck me, and me chuck her back. And she pop off my wig off of my head, and me grab her with my fingernail and grab her back in her face, and I push her down on the DJ booth right there, so me and her wrestle. And then the man them just run, come over, come part it.
Oh my.
So them rush her about 3 man come and block her, cause at that time, cause you know me get mad you know.
Wow.
Cause I drop me now, cause me have on my army boots. I drop me now, drop a kick pan her now, you know.
So I hear drop kick.
So them rush her and I protect her. So while them I protect her, me I rush her back to the wall. For defend, for tell her who she a play with. That time she stretch her hand through one of the man and lick me with her hand pa me head.
Wow.
Because she mad now. So which part she thumping in my face? Thumping her with her face. My face look like somebody thumping her with her face. Me not get no thumping in her face. She push her hand through the man then we are black and the people them come to me and say, Marcia, remember your image. Big up to the people them. I may have some other man friend and say, come on, you know, me shouldn't walk.
Apparently Rosalee lose her nail in this fight. Lady drag off her wig and I think a couple scratches if I'm not mistaken. Go over Marcia Campbell and go listen to the whole raw deal. We're just passing through, kissing her teeth like literally. And past next, because I can't believe this. Why all of this, I am not sure. Is this all we have to do to get views at times? I am not sure. Anyhow, let's continue.
Or until I have to stop. But me have all rights. I call the police officer.
Oh my.
Me call the police officer to make a report and everything. And it's a shanty 360 center. Because when you go over and pay, just see him with my video, with the girl video me last night. Because if it wasn't planned, how him knows that the girl keep birthday party if it told them wasn't.
So Ashanti, a 360 would really go and send this lady to come and fight you, all of that, when these things would have really lead back to him. Those things are alleged. I don't know about that. And somebody would have really make somebody sit down there. Big person would have really sit down there and make somebody send you to go fight someone, know that you could be locked up. I can't see beyond that. Those things are alleged. Until the police do their investigation, and we really find out why this girl end up in the cascas and the fight with Marcia, to be honest.
I talk it to what them attack and the girl, because from me I go down a Jamrock, I have never seen that girl at no event in Hartford. Because when me and her used to correspond, she said she don't go out like she just go a special place. So she came down there deliberately waiting for me. As soon as I walk into the...
So my thing is, how would she know that Marcia is going there? And if you're going there, why are you telling people where you're going? It's best that you go to the event and maybe turn on your Instagram or turn on your video some part a little bit. And then when you come home, you drop the rest of the places, drop the thing where you're going or where you were. The last time I checked, if so much people on the internet is bothering you and harassing you, why bother tell them where you're going? That's basically setting up your life, isn't it? Oh my.
Y'all turn on camera right up in my face.
And if that's not the case, and Marcia never told them where she going, how did she know that she was there? And is it by fluke or by accident that the girl end up where Marcia end up? Possible, because $5 to go in, and if it's cheap to go into a party where many crowd gather, there's always problem where where there's 4 or more, somebody dead for sure. So if the party is $5 to go in, then it's evidently that there's going to be more than one person who's going to be there that you know you or you're mad with or you're enemies with. I would think. Just my humble opinion now. I'm only speculating. Okay?
It's only 2 steps away. So you have to tell me now, said, if you see your enemy, I video you. First of all, me is a social media person. Me know exactly say is Ashanti 360p a send her. Fi come whatever. So which part me get beat up? Beat up where? She lucky said the man them hold her. She lucky said the man them back her up in the corner. And when me I go up to her up in the corner with the man them, she take her hand and push through alcohol and lip in her made like that. And them carry her out of the door, escort out of the club.
Oh my.
And me stay back in there, me call the police. And me go out the door for look for her, me never see her. So them mad at me because me go grab one buckle from the wall, from the bar, and go out the door. So they mad with me because they children could have lose their liquor license.
Yep.
Down at Jamrock, the people them down there's a pussy. Literally them upset with me. Literally accost me. Say me should have wait until when club over for address her. No. Me now wait for the club for address her. It's invading my privacy.
Invading or
how would you like to know that you and somebody not talk or somebody come on social media come diss you and harassing you and tell all a lie and you know her or you know what her intention is Ashanti 360 and I forgot put it on video camera.
Oh my.
All you see is belly a show. Of course me have my clothes last night and me have one all-in-one gurgle. Me should even wear it to make belly look extra big. Me put on a gurgle before, but me have one gurgle jump in a all-in-one. I know when I have an all-in-one gurgle make your belly look extra round. Me see the one Ashanti over there show. You can't cost me nothing about my shoes. Dirty Ashanti, $200 for my boots, and me I wear it until Daikin don't come. $200 for my Italian boots, straight out of Italy. And me not stop wear it. And it's perfect for wear with my dress. Because I don't think no girl in a club they have on a $200 boot on them foot. A style and fashion that nobody no have the boot in Hartford, Connecticut. Everywhere me go, me I get compliment, black and white. Nobody no have that boot there. I am going to wear my boot anywhere I want to go. Me dress good for down there so. Nobody no dress good. A few people dress good for the good down there so. So them upset with me because police come. Me not have nothing for hide. Police for come.
Oh, wow.
Them a talk about them if she go press charges against me. Go and go press it because there is no evidence to show where me step up to you. No evidence to show where me step up to you and say something to you. None whatsoever.
So is it possible that the camera is in the club, and is it possible there's going to be eyewitnesses? And if there's eyewitnesses, are they going to show up to court to testify? And not only that, if somebody's videotaping you, are you sure they're videotaping you? Do you have concrete evidence that they're videotaping you? You know that after the fact when you claim that Ashanti has shown that over there. So you know that after the fact because you saw the video that was sent to Ashanti allegedly. So you have some kind of concrete evidence. But at the end of the day, did she hit you? She was just pointing the camera. So did she hit you? So basically if you hit her or you box up the camera or whatever that sort, then you basically they claim would be maybe the aggressor. I would think. I'm not sure. Everybody have the right to defend themselves. I can't tell Marcia Campbell how to feel. I just feel sorry to know that there's so much people against one person the way I see it, and I just feel like since police are being called and since it's almost get out of hand that they fought and anything could have happened, I just think a time or time when you can just maybe find something else. Or if you guys gonna continue to do this and cuss and fight on the internet, then basically why bother run up on them each other and all of this and all of these kind of things, because it's not cool and it's not good and someone could be hurt and somebody could be locked up. So that's all I'm saying, folks. So we're gonna be mindful how we come out here, to be honest, drastically.
Then me step off my foot. No evidence. You come and harass me. You come and harass me. And I am telling you, I did not know that these Jamaican, even the owner man, the amount of promotion when me give him place. I'm surprised at him last night. Me surprised at him behavior last night. And some of the dirty man in the...
But I believe that money don't mix with pleasure, and the man is going to have a business. So if you're going to make a business lose your liquor license, so they don't care about you then. If you're going to make somebody lose a liquor license where that's maybe where they mainly or mostly make money, then they're not going to want you in their club. You guys are not friends then. They're not going to want to be friends with you. They're going to be upset because that's a liquor license, and it's hard for black people to get liquor license, to be honest. So I could understand the upset and the behavior of the club owner or the man who's renting the bar at that time or at that moment.
And then we are beef, so because you know me, you can't get me pussy. That's why we not beef, so because you know so you can't chat to me no day, no time at all, I don't want to know.
Oh my.
That's why you don't like me. Yes, that's why, because you know you can't step to me and look, because I'm not going to give you no blood clot time a day. I mean,
so we're going to skip or kiss our teeth. Next, literally, and move. I don't know when this is going to stop, big and old and young. I'm not sure. But let's get to the next black people at their finest content and topic. Please and thanks. Brings us back to Derrick and Rosalee. Okay?
Yes, and the man that come, you saw me there. Because nobody can be a Rosalee. You're big and stink like, you're big for the savage of your blood clot. How long your blood clot thinking Rosalee? Who was Batman is to fuck your Rosalee that throat? All I hear was circle. Batman is to mind the Rosalee. I be a Batman is to mind the Rosalee. Remember, Batman is to mind the Rosalee at throat. And you fuck that hero, so like Batman need to watch your blood, you never have a shit all about with the Batman there. I got talk about Batman, I should have a my party. Move your blood clot, you walk and beg, and walk and beg, you get it. You Gucci blood clot bag, you're begging on blood clot Rosalee. You know everybody beg on TikTok and beg Fred, but I'm not begging for blood clot on TikTok. I'm not beg Fred. And TikTok and your body to blood clot. I'm not begging for your blood clot Rosalee. You know me can't say we get a house. We tell you for a $2, you can't pay me that a blood clot and say I'm one bomb clot Rosalee. And I'm also going to pay for the room when we have Rosalee. Rosalee, you're dead dog, Rosalee. You're carpet.
You got a box across your face. You're too much, Derrick. I'm dead serious. Me attacking publicly.
You're there. Your body's increased.
This time I'm not video make you see. When I'm enter you going at the park, then I go anytime him see you. Anytime him see you. One box cross your face. I make sure I can't circle him. And tell him what circle him. Now go make you get something.
See where you guys hard work and money gone to? So these people sit on TikTok and shout, go my team. Go my team. And all of these things that spew on YouTube when it drops. They don't want to get up and work. The same shit money want to work. The same kind of money what they claim say they don't want to do those kind of job. Same job that you guys are working, they claim. And giving these healthy body, able-bodied people money. See where she take the money and do? Pay somebody for beat up Derrick. Then somebody can sit down and get free money. Have people hard working money or thieving money or whatever money. Okay, whatever. thieving money and all them something. I guess because the money come easy and go easy. Because if those were hard-working money, should have some respect to know that you cannot go take people money now to go pay somebody to beat up someone because somebody went out there to go work for it. But because a lot of these people are scammers and them thief and them do all of these things, easy come, easy go. Is that what it is? Can I be on TikTok and people are giving me money and I use the money to go and beat up someone instead of go use that money to do something constructive? Seriously? We have to kiss teeth and pass. Let's continue.
Maybe you like walk go down town. Enter your scene. We don't want to see him over the park. Enter your scene. Enter your scene in a town. One box cross your face.
From big boy blood clot Tiki. And me and Tiki some murder Rosalee. Tiki say, or Rosalee go be Britney and Manchester be here. Tiki, should I class Rosalee the blood clot and the Rosalee I bring up. I didn't bring up Rosalee wicked enough. That boy the hypocrite. Big boy Tiki the hypocrite. Well, we saw this boy beat the body. Nasty blood clot Tiki. Tiki a big about big blood clot Tiki. Drunk a Tiki. You make up a video about Rosalee. Or Rosalee so peanut. Mr. That drunk about the work Tiki. Dirty Tiki that blood clot dirty. Back and belly rock Tiki. Rosalee don't say she don't want nothing to do with your Tiki. I'm from the Tiki at the Rosalee go back our friend. Move your blood clot Tiki. So good Tiki. Nasty blood good Tiki, you're dead like a that dog shit.
Yeah. Remember the something I'm tell you say more you do for money, more you still do it. No. More you do that. More you go do that. More you do that for me when I'm ready. And that more you do when I'm ready. But Derrick, I want you personally, I want him to get a box cross in face. So stop following me up. But Moss.
Here evidence a dash well like wildflower. So TikTok turn everybody into bad man and bad woman and bad girl. Seriously? TikTok turn everybody enormous to be out here as mad people and bad people. Say who now? Oh my. So Rosalee just get a big forward the other day from the party. Going on stage where everybody I look forward to go on. And now you make Derrick draw you out till you threaten him on live, show it, and then he get the beat up. What if they did kill him? You know, here's a Rosalee gone to jail for murdering Derrick. Imagine that. I'm only speculating. So the TikTok party that they had the other day, what it was, a ritual? Everybody who went to that party going to end up in some cascade, something to do with police almost, something. Oh my, thank God I'm not a TikToker. Thank God I have my own purse. Thank God I'm not coming out here to ask anybody for their money. Go with my team. And when you look, the only person who's on that team is the person who's cashing out you guys' money. Could you imagine? So TikTokers are begging money and then keep big party and the diamond dozen, the sweat and blood on people who work. Oh my. That's why you guys are going crazy. Because the game is a scamming and a mental game. Gonna drive all you guys nuts and crazy and drive you guys in police station. Behind bars. Could you imagine? Oh my.
But Moss. More you circle over there with even somebody over the park. More and beer box kick and thump. Me not run no joke. Anything what you say, I laugh. You know the process. Anything what you say to me, I laugh.
Seriously?
More I know when they're gonna get it done.
Hear this? Is this for real?
That is it. Him always over the park. I never see him anywhere in a town.
Hear this?
You understand me? Just that more you do for me. You are about 3 or 4 boy. Okay.
4 boy. And 4 boy kid. What a mighty God we serve.
Are you come?
What a mighty God we serve. TikTok turned all of these people into some kind of badness. Oh, Father God, I pray you. Anyways, continue.
But one because the man, because you see one time about say the man said, he might run from me and the man don't want nothing to do with me. We say, Rosalee, oh, the man for run from me and the man don't know me from nowhere. I don't even know you, Rosalee. You're a wicked girl. And you're probably man against me. You're an evil girl. You're a blood clot evil. Yeah, me I tell you, the whole of my evil guys, man, I switch are evil against me too. A friend of the whole of them, dirty Rosalee. Yeah, hypocrite Rosalee. Top play hypocrite for the people on TikTok. So you can get them money for it. Say big. Look at YouTube, look at Marcia YouTube, YouTube gift you. You tongue is so woman, you wicked blood clots, you wicked girl.
So Derrick is older than Rosalee. Rosalee have kids, which Derrick seems like he's a single person. Derrick really almost half of the time don't live anywhere because people put him in a hotel here and there and there and there. Nicki Minaj had to give him money to buy a bed. Blinga did so much fundraising and stuff to him as well. So if ungrateful was a person, it would be Derrick. And if Rosalee is ungrateful and carry on, then almost Rosalee maybe get some example from Derrick, because Derrick been battering all this time saying he needs this and he needs that and he want help and he needs this and he need that. Which Rosalee now have fear children. She have a man that the man seems like he's not working. Most of the time, or seems like 50% of the time, she's in an abusive relationship. That's what the black community glorified the other day, because this is Rosalee on stage telling the black girls them that you can reach it on TikTok while the man are beating in the background, while they were having, you know what, in the background, while the children are in the house and the man are curse her out, and I tell her all of these kind of things in the background. So what has the black race gone to, or the black community gone to? Oh my. We're going to wrap up this live anytime soon, please, and thanks.
So I'm trust the man, any man never do me nothing but the man that run from me with a lie and say. And whenever class the man when the man is come out, not see me for you. And you curse the man. And you say the little girl, your daughter to the man. And how you ever just ask it from the man. And when girl come in my yard, you know me come, you know me live I see you try to I save you. Dirty Rosalee, wicked Rosalee. Rosalee shot everybody when Rosalee can't get money from the people, Rosalee fed up the people and they get money. And I talk about, if you got fish fry, make you come up a stadium. And Rosalee told it to go up to the Batman and part the Batman and Batman into help with Rosalee. So now I'm in my school. Rosalee are hypocrite. Yeah. Rosalee, when you talk about the man, we don't run from you. You're weak because you don't know the man from nowhere. And you picture of the enemy, them Rosalee. You're hypocrite. But when you run, come out. We never want you out of blood clot. Everybody knows. No. Yeah. And you big and stink. Yeah. Yeah. And the man never run from you. No, we are hypocrite. Rosalee, you're hypocrite. I want me cuss the man. I mean, I cuss the man. And I force you know word that. And I force you know switch that. All of them I force you know them blood clot. Because when the man drive by the yard, you have cut and a water, you don't follow the man with the acid. The man will pop with the yard and see you, pop a beat you, and you look at that and go to the pan them. Yeah. Me know who me attack. Me know who.
Don't wife in a park. Macadam man can't come for me. Macadam man can't come for me. Macadam man can't come for me.
Rosalee.
You're there now, Macadam.
Rosalee.
Oh my.
You're careless too. You're a little bit and big and fat and careless too. You're big, me never know how to describe you. You're big and fat and you're careless too. Yes, when I did the backstage with Derrick, you run, come hug him up. You hug him up and I kiss him up. Yeah.
Oh
You
my.
hug him up. Rosalee. Remember say me careless to give you too. Me careless because me come by you enough time and come shoot and save in a match. Yeah. Me come enough time come shoot and save, so me careless.
That's how you know TikTok is low, and these artists now got so low that you would have pay back in the days to see them, and that's when you only would see them. Now you see them on TikTok. They make them things so little bit. They make themselves so common. So if I see Macadam now on TikTok every minute now, do I want to go and pay to see her? Oh my. So now the Derrick situation becomes Derrick, Maca, and Rosalee. Oh, the black race. TikTok driving you guys nuts. I'm gonna continue.
Yes. Me careless to come give you my gift them. Yeah, and you careless more. Because remember saying when me come up backstage with Derrick, you run come hug him up on your kiss him up on your go on with yourself and I feel like me never see you. You feel like me never see you, Rosalee. Rosalee, I'm telling you something, no can style me. Me not business who Derrick want cause I have who want trace. The amount of try bring me down. Uno try bring me down from my angles, I'm still I look pretty oh. I'm just nice, I'm just a glow same way. Me careless, yes, me careless to look good and nice. I will not try bring me down.
Are you living in Canada
Could you imagine, people? Anyways, kiss our teeth and pass. Can we? Shall we? So we're gonna get to our next topic, and we're gonna talk about actually Liam Payne's. So you know that the other day Liam Payne reunited with his one of his band persons. He was in a hotel acting erratic and all of these kind of things, and then he end up over the balcony. TMZ end up actually play that. Showed his dead body, and right now the family right now is upset and all of these things, and TMZ is trying to defend themselves. But I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of break so we can get into that, please and thanks. Let's get into it. Okay.
Today, the 31-year-old singer and former One Direction member passed away yesterday after falling from a hotel balcony in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Joining us now is TMZ executive producer Michael Babcock. Michael, thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Michael, this news really stunned so many people around the world. So what's the very latest that you guys are hearing as of now?
So, and absolutely could not, echo that more. I think it was shocking even for us in the newsroom here. You get a lot of tips and a lot of times they're fake, not made up, not true. And this is one you hoped and prayed that this could not possibly be true, that this 31-year-old person who was beloved around the world, that he could in fact be gone. But sadly, we obviously know that was the case. So he was staying at a hotel called Casa Sur in Buenos Aires. He was there for a couple of days. He had actually just recently reunited with Niall, one of his former One Direction bandmates, and they had a nice time sort of hanging out together. Spending some time on vacation. Yesterday around 5 p.m. local time, the hotel manager makes a call to 911 and he reports a couple of things. One, that Liam was acting erratically and he felt like he might have been under the influence of some sort of substance. And two, and I think this has really grabbed the attention of a lot of fans, he was concerned, the manager was, that Liam was in this hotel room locked behind a door and there was a balcony. And he actually, on the 911 call, relays to the operator that he was scared that Liam might do something to himself and hurt himself in some way. We know now he falls somehow from the third floor over his balcony and tragically falls to his death. The question now is, was this an accidental fall or was this something that was done on purpose, intentionally? Yeah. And that's what police are now looking into.
Yeah, I just heard that phone call. It's quite ominous and sad to hear. Michael, quick question, though, because you guys broke this story first. You had some images of Liam's tattoos that, are apparent and they're on his body. Yeah. You're getting some backlash for that, which, what do you guys react and how do you respond to that? Because obviously you're trying to confirm that this is true, but obviously it puts you in a tough situation.
Yeah, no, and look, there's a balance, and that's obviously a conversation that newsrooms across the world have. You want to be sensitive to the family and to the friends, and also while working a news story. When the information was coming in, police had not yet confirmed that it was Liam. So what was done on the TMZ...
Really? So they're trying to pipe down. Calm down, really. Why are you showing off the man's body? He was just dead over the balcony. Really? Almost basically suicide, allegedly. So why are you doing this? Why are you so fascinated to go and show the man dead body? People don't have no remorse nowadays days, eh? Oh, my.
website there was an image, did not show the full image, didn't show his face, but that showed I think his arm and his abdomen where he has some very recognizable tattoos. So that sort of view is
please, we're not gonna get into it anymore. Give you guys a little bit of break so we could get to our last complete topic. Last complete topic, guys. Last complete topic. And then we're just gonna get to our and wrap up this live. Thank you for tuning in. I'll give you another break.
Your heart, is there any room for me? I would have to hold my breath to get down on my knees. Cause you only want to hold me when I'm looking good enough. Did you ever fool me? Would you ever picture us?
So right there, people, let's get to our 4 foot friendly topic. So brought you by Tug. So now, people, let's talk about our dogs and our 4 foot dogs. As you guys know, when it comes to dogs, be wise, okay, guys? So as you guys know that we have Leo, and we had this leash almost going on to be 2 years now, and you know it been winter, summer, spring, and all. So what you do for safety wise, do you want to continue to use this one? Within 2 years, folks, although it could last more, there's warn, there's no tear, but it been through the winter, water, been through spring, been through fall, and all of that. So what you gotta do, guys, once it's reaching to the 2 year mark, you always replace it. I had no problem with this one. It retracts very well when you want to call back and pull back your dog and stuff like that. And it was very good. Had no problem with it. It was good for my hands. Didn't let my hands hurt or anything. See, like so, and everything. So we replace this one with the blue one. Okay, guys? So always replace your harness after it's getting to the mark of 2 years. And this is called Tug. And my dog is a big dog, so we basically got this one and traded it to blue. Okay, and also the one around his neck as well. Make sure you change it as well while you change the leash, because at the end of the day, you don't know if the water wear and tear, and maybe you're trying to pull your dog from a dog one day and you pull and the dog break through, and there go your dog get a bite, or your dog go and hurt someone, and there go you have to fork out some money to bring the dog to animal hospital or to your vet, or you maybe end up getting sued because your dog bites someone or bite another dog. So be very mindful. So always remember, change your leash and harness when it comes to your dog, and always remember that maybe possible there's wear and tear, and you never know until you tug on it that long, or tug on it and that day you will know that it wasn't good in place. So for safety wise, when it comes to your dog, always change their harness and their leash right there. Move along. I also changed my small dog harness, because, you know, the little bit bigger they get, you always change it. My dog is coming from extra small to small right now. So you want your dog to feel very comfortable. So a lot of people use the one on their neck, which I find that their neck is gentle. So you have to be very careful of their neck. So you'll be better to use a body harness, and it's very good for you. Now, when it comes to my dog, this one, it goes this way, and it also goes this way. So there's, you get 2 part out of it. Could flip it this way, or you can flip it. Coats for our furry animal and our furry pet. I got this coat, and I'm gonna start to introduce these on my channel, and I'm gonna start put up the dog stores and sell some stuff and all of that. We want to talk about, it's getting to be fall right now, almost going to be winter, and you know it's going to rain a lot. So if you want you to be dry, it would be best for you to get a coat like this, almost like a windbreaker, so they'll be more dry. You can also use these kind of coat, but when you use this kind of coat like this that has the cotton and all of this in it and the wool, then there will be wet and stuff like that. Although it's a cotton mixed with windbreaker, the best one to get, folks, is the one that is fully windbreaker, no cotton inside. So when your dog coming from the rain is not that wet, and is not that wet when you dry him off with a towel. But mind you, at times the water don't really get on, but at times the side of this will get wet, and then your dog will be a little bit more wet. So always find other things can minimize actually the cleanup after your dog coming in and stuff like that. And when you're washing the coats, it's best more time to wash it with hands and mild condition, maybe baby shampoo or baby detergent, or even your soap detergent is better to be mild with your dog. Also, winter's coming up. If you don't buy those things to anoint their paw and stuff, you can also use coconut oil, natural and better. Always be mindful when your dog, and when it comes to your treat dog, be mindful. We'll talk about that tomorrow in another content. Thank you for tuning in. It's a pleasure as always. Okay, guys, and hopefully you guys could come on in the content more often. Hopefully and stuff like that. So that's for all. That's for right now. Right now, our dog session. Okay, and that was our dog topic, and we had to talk about that in our dog topic. And like I said, overall, just go over the content and stuff like that, and see which part of the content you like, and then we can discuss that in the comment section as well, and stuff like that. And that's about it. And like I said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for welcome me in your home, on your iPad and your laptop and the whole nine. And also just share the content with your mom and your dad and your brothers and sisters and friends, because this topic has a lot where everybody can take from it and listen to it and all of that. And if you catch this topic, whether it's in the night or this content in the night, in the day, in the morning, or when you're making supper, it's a good topic to curdle up with a glass of wine, your dinner, and just go through the topic and go through the content. Don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to punch up the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. Right this so. Your host of the most leaving. Thank you and peace and peace and peace and your host of the most peace and love. And we're just gonna kiss our teeth and pass with the next content. See ya. Bye.